Hi, I'm Sarah from In the Buff Wellness, and many of you follow me and know that I am a carnivore. I've been thriving. I live this way, and it's been 6.5 years of eating only meat for me. I've helped dozens of clients reclaim their health, and a keto low carb lifestyle is, I think, the part of a actual human diet and is the optimal diet for everyone, focusing on the most nutrient dense foods that there are. There have been many people lately that have quit carnivore. And I've gotten a lot of comments and questions around why they can't sustain it. And people adding back in carbs, adding back in fruits, saying ketosis is bad. Carnivore long term is tanking their hormones. So I wanted to do a little bit longer of a video and address this. Now, there's a lot. First of all, I'm going to say under eating on any diet is going to cause complications. So, anytime that you are restricting too low the food for too long, or you're restricting calories for too long, or you're not eating enough for too long, the glucose is too low. And what's going to happen is the body is going to slow down the metabolism. Your other metabolic processes are going to pause, or they're going to be put on hold. And this is part of the problem. And I've actually done this myself in the past. Before I was carnivore and I was more keto, I was focusing on lots of fat and I was not getting enough protein. And yes, it worked. I lost weight. But when you do something like that and keep the glucose too long, longer than the body is used to, or if giving it less than it needs, it's stressful for the body. And I had lost hair. I had lost my cycle. So this is basically the body saying it's not safe to have a baby because glucose, it's just too low. There's other reasons like stress that can be adding, and stress will raise cortisol, which is going to hijack your hormones and actually cause more blood sugar issues as well. So you're going to be producing more glucagon. And if you don't have enough glucose stored in the muscles, right, which is glycogen, then it's going to turn to your muscles. And this is that stressful response. So it's not just what we eat, but we need to eat enough. And the other way that people are not eating enough, maybe you are eating plenty of food, but if you're overly fasting, how do you know how hungry you actually are? When you have low glucose levels, you're not going to be hungry. When you're in a higher level of ketosis, you're not going to be hungry. And this is why I have clients track blood sugar, glucose, ketones. We know what we're at. We know if we're in a healthy level, and we know how much protein we need, how much fat we need. It's not a guessing game. It's not a macro calculator. I also focus on a ton of other things like the right type of workouts, nervous system health. I practice. I'm a neuromuscular practitioner where I have people utilize neuro reset technique, and I do this daily with clients in person and online. Because if your nervous system is afraid on a non-conscious level, then there are things that you're not going to be able to control. So food is a huge input, but there are other pieces to this. And carnivore alone is amazing for health. If there are other things going on and you have to stop carnivore, it's because your nervous system couldn't catch up, and it is fixable. I am happy to help. I'm just launching today my Carnivore Unlocked, Carnivore with a K, because we use carnivore in ketosis, and it's a combination, but it's the right amount of ketosis. Because guess what? If you're in a very deep therapeutic ketosis for a long time, you will slow the metabolism. If you are under eating and anorexic or doing a starvation diet or any of those things, you're slowing the metabolism. The body's going to slow the thyroid. You're going to have hypothyroid. Your hair's going to fall out. You're going to be cold. You're going to be constipated. These are all the signs. So please stop blaming the diet. Please stop adding in fruit and carbohydrates, because that is not going to fix the root cause. It may bring those levels up, but if you also just ate more meat and stopped fasting, it would do that as well. So I hope that you learned something from this today, and share with another carnivore if they're trying to quit or they're not feeling their best. You can always figure this out. My practice is getting to the root cause. Follow me at In the Buff Wellness for more, and check out my carnivore content.